Hi friends, welcome to codewithsugi YouTube channel. So in this video, we're going to discuss about control flow statements in Java. So what is mean by control flow statements? Let's we consider we're going to write a program to display the grade based on the mark. In a particular subject, if a student got more than 90, then we have to say grade is A. If the student got more than 80, then we have to say B. If the student got more than 70, then we have to say C. Okay, likewise, we have some requirements. So for that, we're going to write a program. Okay, in this case, we need to check this condition, right? If the entered mark is greater than 90, then you have to say A. If it is greater than 80, then you have to say B. If it is greater than 70, then you have to say C. Right? And there may be a condition like if it is greater than 90, we can directly say A. If it is greater than 80 and less than 90, then we have to say B. So there are so many conditions we have to check here, right? To perform all these kind of conditions checks, we will use this control flow statement. The control flow statements will be divided into three types. The first one is decision making. The second type is looping. The third type is branching. Examples for the decision making statements are if, and then if else, and then nested if. So these three we used to say decision making. Okay, fine. For the looping, we will have for, okay, and then while, and then do while. So these three will be called as looping. Using this looping statements, we can iterate the values. Branching, we will say switch case. So here to break the control, we will use break statements. So now I think you have some idea about what is meant by control flow statements. Okay, what is the use of control flow statements? What are all the types we have in the control flow statements? Fine. Now we're going to discuss about the syntaxes for all these statements. Okay, first I will take if. So if in the sense, from that name itself you can easily understand. Okay, right? So if this condition is true, okay, then you have to perform this logic. So this condition always a boolean value. Whenever you are getting it true for your condition, then this if statement will get satisfied. Then it will allow you to execute this logic. The next one is if else statement. Here what we talked, if the condition is satisfied, we have to execute it. And we haven't talked anything about if the condition is not satisfied. So if the condition is not satisfied, at that time this else part will come into place. Okay, the syntax will be if, then you have to say the condition always like here, then open close braces for the if condition. Here you will have a logic. Then the next we have to write else. Then for else block you will have open close curly bracket. Then you have to write the logic here. If the condition is satisfied, then you can execute this. Okay, if the condition is not satisfied, then you have to execute this line of code. That's what this if else going to do. Then the next one is if you want to perform multiple condition check, okay, then we have a nested if else. Okay, so say for example you are having a condition like this. Okay, if the condition is satisfied, execute this logic 1. Okay, fine. And if the condition is not satisfied, and if the condition is satisfied with this condition, then you have to execute this L2. Okay, this line of code. And If the condition is not satisfied with first if and then it's not satisfied here, then if you are having another one condition, then it will come here and it will check for this condition. If it is satisfied here, then it will execute this L3. If the condition is not at all satisfied in the above three if statements, then finally it will come to this else statement. We can say this is the if else ladder, okay, or nested if. So here to explain this if condition, I'm going to take a variable like private integer mark equal to 70. Now I'm going to check like if I have a condition like if the mark equal to 70, then we have to say sysout good. Okay, so this how we will use our if condition. Okay, here the mark equal to 70, this is the condition. Okay, if the mark equal to 70, then we will print good. So here if you see finally end of this expression, we will get a true here. Okay, because mark equal to 70 is true or not? Yeah, it's true. So that's the reason it will allow you to print good. Finally, if the condition evaluates true, then we will allow to execute the logics whatever you have inside the if condition. Fine. Then now we're going to take the same example for if else also. So here I'm going to say if the mark greater than 80, then we're going to say very good. Else we're going to say sysout good. So here if you take the same example mark 70, then it will come here. First it will evaluate this condition. So here mark is greater than 80. No, it's not greater than 80. We have mark is 70. So obviously this condition is false, right? So if it is false, then it will not go here. So if the condition is false, then we have a else part. Okay, then it will directly give the control to the else part, then the else part will get executed. Okay, so whatever you have in the else part, that will get executed. So this is the simple example for if else. Nested if. Okay, so again I'm going to take the same mark example here. If mark greater than 90, then I'm going to say sysout very good. We will have so many conditions, right? So if the student having less than 50, then we will say fail. Okay, then the next one in that else if, here we have to specify the mark is greater than 70 and mark less than 80, then we will say sysout good. Then another one condition also we can write else if the mark is greater than 60 and if the mark less than 70, okay, then we can say fair. Then finally else sysout we can say fail. So here what we are doing, we are taking a variable called mark. The given mark is satisfied with any one of this condition, then it will get executed. Okay, if it is not satisfied with any of these conditions, then automatically it will go to the else. So this kind of condition checks we used to say decision making. I hope now you have some good idea about what is mean by control flow statements and what is decision making. Thanks for watching our videos. Please subscribe our channel for more videos like this. Keep supporting us. Thank you.